What's up, people? Good morning. Good morning for me. Not sure what time you're watching this, but for me, it's Saturday and it's 8:38 a.m. and we're gonna attempt another gig log this weekend. So last weekend's video went over pretty well, just over 1,000 views. Freaking YouTube did ding me for copyright, so no monetization, but we're getting the views. I like that. I'm happy with that. So today, you guys are coming with me to a wedding at Pointe Woods in Shelbyville. We've been there a bunch of times, but we've got all the bells and whistles tonight. So we've got CO2, ceremony, uplighting, bottle service entrance, me as the DJ. Should be a really fun night. And then we also have, you were not going to see this, but I'm going to tell you about it. We also have 3 other events today. So we have 3 proms going on. So each prom has an MC. So that's something new that we've implemented this year is we require the schools to book an MC with us. I think that an MC really elevates the event. So let me know down below, do you like having MCs at your events? How do you feel about that, especially school stuff? I think it really helps get the kids going, get them out of their shell a little bit, and get them out on the dance floor. But we're getting ready to load up the trailer here. I've got my booth kind of tore apart. I got to put that back together. My ceremony cart I haven't used yet, so I got to use that today. I got to get that ready to rock. I got the jack recharged and all that, so we should be pretty good to go there. But just here nice and early. Ceremony's not till 5:30, so we got plenty of time, but I got a lot of stuff to load and a lot of stuff to pack up, so let's get to it. All right, we're getting ready to start loading up here, guys. I got the booth all cleared out and ready to go. Got the ceremony cart ready. Got the uplights charged. I moved my IEM over from my black booth back to my wedding booth. I was using that for some corporate stuff, but we might have to run a wireless speaker today, so I wanted to have that prepared. Yeah, I'm going to flip the camera around really quick. I want to show you guys. I know I gave you a quick kind of walkthrough last week of the video booth for 2026, but let's go a little bit more into detail for you. All right, so up top here, we'll start over here. This is my IEM antenna. We've got the Wolf Mix. This is for moving heads and uplights. Got a laptop stand here. I run my main laptop off of this side. For the DJ system this year, we're running the S11 with 2 of the Pioneer Cross 12s. These are custom vinyls these came from 12-inch skins. They made those. Over here, we've got my little display. This is how I tell what is on the front screen. So it comes out of this laptop down into here. I use this laptop for like cocktail hour, dinner, stuff like that. And then my main DJ laptop goes over there. But I run HDMI out of this laptop into a splitter. And it displays on here in my front screen. This iPad is usually right here. That is what controls the touch mix, which is down there. We'll get there in just a second, but we're going to work our way around. So over here, I usually have an iPad for my Astera tubes, so that will be there later. But down here on the second shelf, we've got microphone batteries. These are the batteries for the Sennheiser EWDs. We've got some rechargeable AA's down there. Over here, this is my Zoom recorder. So I made a reel on this, but this is my Zoom F3. It records in 32-bit float, so you can literally just turn it on, set it, and forget it. So I record my entire set with this. It records microphones, the outs. It records absolutely everything. So love having that. It's a lot better than recording internally in Serato. These headphones. So these are my main headphones. These are the X10s, I believe. They've got the aluminum, like die-cast aluminum frame. I like these a lot better than the cheaper ones, because the cheaper ones, the plastic always breaks. Over here, we have this is the wireless controller for the DMX for my movers and my uplights. So that's what sends signal out to those. Works a lot better than the little tiny transmitters. I think it just has a lot more range. Working our way down to the rack, we've got a Sennheiser G4 IEM. This is the dual, so I can run 2 packs out and run 2 wireless speakers if I want. And then moving down, we've got 2 of the Sennheiser EWD wireless microphones. Love these mics. They're absolutely bulletproof. Then we have the touch mix. So this is the brains behind everything. This is what is controlling all of my outputs. So I have a main out, I have an IEM out, I have a patch out, which is down here. That's for our videographer. Then we have another aux out, and then I have a record out. So the record out is going to my Zoom recorder. And then also, as we work our way down, we got a drawer here. bunch of random junk in there. Business cards, stickers, all that type of stuff. Advil for my old ass. But then we get down here, we got a Furman, and then we have just a trip light power distributor, or not power distributor, but power strip. Down to the patch panel, we have our power out. This is for when I run my Evox 12s, because I made custom cables that have PowerCon out to the IEC. And then this is my right main out. This is my left main out. This is for my diversity fin. So this is how I run my mic signal from here down to these, out to my diversity fin. I got 25-inch cables for that. And then right here, this is my aux out for a videographer. This is my booth out. This booth out actually comes from the booth out on my DJ mixer. So the booth right here controls that down there. And then for that, I typically bring this bad boy, which I need to toss in here. But this is a white Everse 8. I use that as my booth monitor, and I usually just set that up right here like that, and it works really well. What I like about it is the booth out, so it's only coming out of here, so my microphone does not scream out of this, so I don't get feedback and stuff like that. It's a little cheat code to keep from getting feedback with your mics by doing it that way. And then last thing, this right here is the stand for my diversity fin. Over here, one more thing, I guess, we have these drawers here. I keep them locked because they like to slide open. But top one, a bunch of random stuff. I got these, give them to bridesmaids, whatever. We got a little duster. So I know some people use paintbrushes. I like these little Swiffer dusters. I've got a lint roller. Different mounts for cameras, so I can stick a GoPro here, there, wherever. I got that one. I got this tripod one. And this right here is for if I'm having issues with wireless and I can't seem to lock on to a good frequency. This right here is the cheat code for that. So this is an RF Explorer. So if I'm having really big issues with wireless, I run this, and this will tell me the frequency that I can manually dial into if scanning with the mic itself isn't working out well enough. So, moving on. Well, right here, actually, we'll talk about this. This is my mics. So this case was like 20 bucks off Amazon, but I hold my wireless microphones in that. And then down the bottom, we've got cables. We've got my diversity fin. We've got the IEM packs in there and a bunch of random extra tools and other cables. So yeah, guys, that was a really quick tour, but that was a full tour of the booth for 2026. I don't plan on making any changes. I think that's what we're going to be rocking with for the rest of this wedding season. But let's get this trailer loaded up so we can go home, get some lunch, and then get on the road here in a couple hours. Peace. Alright, we're all loaded up. I'm going to do a quick little check here, make sure we got everything, but I'm pretty sure we're good. So, we've got moving heads back there, we've got the mic stand, we've got a cart for the uplights and all the other heavy shit, we've got the ceremony cart, we've got the DJ booth, we got our front trim piece, we've got the facade to hide the CO2 tanks, we've got the hoses for the jets, we've got the micro jets right there. What else we got? We got the Astera tubes, we got the gravity stand poles, the gravity stand plates are up there. We've got the LED batons, we've got our other tank for the club cannon. Do we have the club cannon? We do, club cannon's right there. We got that, and the bottle service sign is in the back seat of the truck. So alright guys, I think we got everything. There's a lot of stuff, and I'm flying solo today, so it's gonna take me a while to get this all set up. But we are headed home, gonna grab some lunch. It's about 10:30. We gotta hit the road by about 1. So go do that, and then I'll catch up to you guys when we get to Bay Point. All right, guys, we're here at Bay Point. We finally made it. We got everything loaded in. I'm gonna do a time lapse here of the setup, and since we already walked through all the equipment in the booth, we'll just be walking through the add-ons that we have today. There's quite a few, so it's gonna take a minute. But let me flip the camera around, and we'll get a time lapse of this setup. We ran into a couple issues setting up. One, kind of the big one, I lost the remote to my TV, so I had to figure that out. Honestly, I don't know what I did, but it turned on, so we got that nailed down. But that was an issue. And then I also lost one of the wrenches to one of my CO2 hoses, so that was kind of a problem. Let me flip the camera around really quick. We just got done with ceremony, so it's kind of loud in here. Got a cocktail hour going on, but let me flip this camera around and I will show you the full setup. I'm sure you saw the time lapse a minute ago, but this is going to be a full walkthrough of everything. All right, so booth here. They gave us some floral, so that's pretty cool. But we've got 6 Astera tubes around. We've got 24 uplights. We got the 2 tanks back here. We got the club cannon as well. We're gonna bust out. And then we walked through the setup earlier, but here's all that. We got the big red button here for the geysers. And then for later, we've got the horn. And then also out in the foyer, we have the bottle service entrance sign and the batons ready to go for the grand entrance. So pretty exciting. I will catch up to you guys when we do the grand entrance here in about an hour. And then it's just regular formalities until open dancing. Let's go. Welcome to the wedding celebration of Kristen and Jonathan, also known as JJ. That's the only time I'm saying Jonathan all night. My name is Logan. I'm going to be your entertainer for the rest of the evening, and welcome to Bay Pointe Woods in Shelbyville, Michigan. In just a few short moments, I'm going to be welcoming in the couple that brought us all together tonight, along with a group of their closest friends and family. When I do this, you all have one job. That job is to get as loud and rowdy as humanly possible. I want you to stand up, hoot, holler, take that napkin spinning around your head. I don't care what you do. I want it super rowdy, super energetic, super loud without breaking anything. Can you guys handle that? Can you handle that? There we go. All right, let's do it.
Okay, senoritas and caballeros.
First, I'd like to welcome in our wedding party. Make some noise for the brand new Mr. and Dr. Moore.